everyone, I'm Lieutenant Ethan Carter. Today I'm working a new case. Let's take a look. This safe was full. Now it's empty. Someone took the money and they didn't break a thing. The lock is clean. No damage at all. That means someone knew the code. There are no marks on the floor and nothing looks rushed. Whoever took the money felt very comfortable in this room. That's what bothers me. This doesn't feel messy or scared. It feels calm, like the person knew exactly what would happen. These are the access logs. Only a few people could open that safe, and one name shows up way too often. This name keeps coming up again and again. That doesn't mean guilt, but it definitely means attention. When a name shows up this much, it's never random. It means access, and access always comes with responsibility. This is the security office. People here don't touch the safe often, but when they do, it's usually for a good reason. This key cabinet looks normal at first, but one slot gets opened way more than the others, and that's not luck. When someone touches the same key this often, it stops being routine. It starts to look like a habit. These are the shift schedules. The safe was opened during one shift, and the same person was always on duty. The time matches, the key matches, and the same person shows up every single time. That's not a coincidence anymore. At this point, I'm not guessing anymore. The money didn't vanish. Someone with routine access made it disappear. This is where security spends a lot of time. When you sit here every day, you start to notice things others don't. When people feel trusted for a long time, they can start to forget the rules still matter. You've got to stay in shape, even during an investigation. The streets don't care if you skip leg day. At this point, the pattern is clear. This wasn't a mistake, and it wasn't random. It was planned. When someone plans it this carefully, they're not acting on impulse. They're acting because they think they won't get caught. This wasn't panic. This wasn't luck. This was comfort. Someone felt safe enough to take the money. At this point, I don't need guesses. I need honesty. Because the truth is already standing right in front of us. Only one person had the time, the keys, and the routine. That don't make them guilty. It just makes them important. The money wasn't taken all at once. It was moved little by little during normal shifts, so nothing ever looked wrong. No one noticed because nothing felt urgent. When things look normal, people stop paying close attention. Meditation is important for a cop. It keeps your mind steady, your emotions quiet, and your judgment sharp when things get noisy. All right, back to work. When you line up the keys, the time, and the routine, the picture gets very simple. At this stage, it's not about suspects anymore. It's about one role that had trust, access, and way too much freedom. I need quiet to think. This case is almost done. If you like my investigations, please hit like and subscribe to the channel. You guys are the best. This key was signed out more than the others. That's where the trail gets narrow. The camera never missed a frame. It just never zoomed in, and that made this easy to hide. This walk takes 30 seconds. Long enough to look busy, short enough to look normal. No force. No damage. Just the same hands opening it the same way, every time. This bag doesn't stand out at all. That's why it works, and that's how the money left the room. These shifts line up the same way every time. That overlap creates a quiet window where no one asks questions. This locker looks empty, but that's the point. It's used just enough to hide routine, not enough to raise attention. When everything is ready like this, people usually understand it's time to be honest. The money didn't vanish. It was taken out slowly during normal shifts until it stopped feeling wrong. The guard didn't take everything at once. He took a little each shift until taking felt normal. Case closed. You might ask how I untangle cases so easily. It's simple, friends. Just logic. I'm gonna take a break before the next case. Thanks for watching. This was Lieutenant Ethan Carter.